Visual waves and welcome to a new episode of Watch with Kizate. Hey guys, how are y'all? Hope y'all doing just fine. Hope life is treating you so good. So for this episode, guys, I choose it to be about love. I don't know, I just found that a lot of people don't really I don't know, talk about it or discuss it in the right way, not always in the terms of a relationship between a man and a woman. Because personally, I don't know why people, when the word love show up, they always think the same thing is a relationship, like a romantic relationship between a man and a woman. Because personally, if someone would ask me to give just a little definition of what is love, I would just say it's like a bond. It's a relationship between people. It should not always be between a man and a woman. I mean, that's I don't know how people can really just I don't know like connect it like that because it's not true in my own perspective. Because as I said, love for me is a bond, it's a connection, it's a relationship between people, and those people show their love in a different many ways to the other person. I don't know, it may be affection, it's different, it depends on the person, like affection, care, listening, a lot. And the people that I've always tried to discuss this subject in real life, like the people I know, it always go the wrong way. It's like the romantic relationship. But personally, I think love is way diverse than that. It's way more diverse. I mean, there's a lot of types of love, guys. We have love between friends. I mean, how can you have a friend and not love them and not show it to them by, saying the word, I love you, my friend, I care for you, I think about your about you, about your health, about your will, a lot of stuff. We have the most crazy, heartwarming, lovable love is the mother and the parents' love in general, but mostly the mother love. It's something that I don't think it scientifically can be explained. And that's I don't know why people don't really put that in the spotlight. I think the most type of love that should be really famous and spoken about is the mother. Guess personally, I can't really imagine. I mean, I wouldn't really know the feeling because I'm not a mother, but I'm just, trying to understand it, how a woman can love someone that much, like a person that much that she could give everything to that person and, care for it and, a lot of stuff. I mean, if personally, I mean, I love my people, like my friends, my family, my parents, and all. But to sacrifice that much, I mean, nobody would do that. Let's be honest, guys. I mean, everyone has the thing in their mind that I am the number one for myself. I wouldn't sacrifice that much to hurt myself or other people, but the mother do that. And I always joke about that with my mother. I'll be like, how can you just do that? Like, how does it work? And I feel so sad that people don't really put that in the spotlight and speak about it a lot. It's always love between a man and a woman, but not between a woman and her children. I think it's the most, I don't know, it's my favorite type of love personally because I mean, I understand not a lot of people experience that because we have the good parents and we also have the bad parents. But personally, I experienced that, and I'm so thankful to God, to my mom, because I don't know. Now that I think about it, I just become emotional because just the way she would, sacrifice everything. She would ask, she would care, even all the things she'd been through. And a lot of things, a lot of separation, a lot of that, but she still, I think my mom is if people really would ask me who's your role model in life, I would say my mom because she's the most independent, lovable, respectful, cheerful woman I've ever seen. Like she's so extrovert. She will talk to everybody. She will make jokes. She make everybody comfy around her, but she's strict. She doesn't like, hey, harmful things. She would make, her points about something so clear. She wouldn't really do, games and all. And that's why I love her. I think people should really, really change the perspective about what love is because it's different. But for me, the most, and the number one is the mother love, the relationship, the bond, the connection between the mother and the children. I mean, we're not gonna forget about the dad. I mean, I'm sorry, but yes, but I'm just saying that the mother bond is, I think personally, is more stronger and crazy how it works. And yeah, as I said, the parents bond, a family. I mean, how can nobody speak about the family love, your siblings, your cousins, your uncles, your aunties, and a lot of that. I mean, yeah, I know that people, I think I know why, because how we grow up in society and all of that about, oh, love is a bad thing because it's always been, known love equals a man and a woman in a romantic relationship. I don't like that, to be honest. I think that's why a lot of people don't really discuss this because it's always, a sensitive subject because it's always about men and a woman in a romantic relationship. But personally, I think it's more way than that, as I said before. And yeah, of course, men and a woman in a relationship is definitely love because that's another subject. It's a lot, a big subject to discuss too. But I'm just saying that it should not be the headline of like a whole, definition, a whole word. It's love, and I think I don't know how to, make people change their minds. I'm not trying to change their minds, as I said before. I'm just, presenting my perspective, what I think about things after midnight. It's always after midnight, guys. This podcast is literally the thoughts after midnight. I mean, who can really? I mean, I think y'all can relate. The thoughts after midnight, the thoughts when you're taking a shower, the thought before you sleep, and the thoughts while you're traveling. There's all the thoughts that you got. You need to change your life, the motivation and all. Yeah, those are thoughts in this podcast. Anyways, back to the topic. As I said before, we have different types of love. But if you would ask me what is the most important, is definitely, I would say, I don't care what anyone will say to me, is self-love. I think that's the most important thing that I don't think a lot of people really put the spotlight on or really care to bring it on. But for me, the most important love is self-love. I can't understand in some cases because a lot of circumstances goes there why people might not really just, love themselves. But I'm having, a lot of trouble understanding someone who doesn't really appreciate or love themselves that much and try to give that to someone else. I mean, I don't know. It might be a lack of, emotions, a lot of nostalgic. I don't know what it is, but for me, personally, if you would ask me, nobody would give something that they don't even have. I mean, if you want to love someone or if you want to receive the love, you should love yourself first. Then you can give it or receive it. I mean, it's logic, guys. It's literally common sense. I don't know why is it so hard. Personally, I think, definitely, I'm not thinking, girl. I definitely love myself. I appreciate myself, everything about me, thanking God how He created me and all. And of course, sometimes you go through those days. I'm not saying hating myself, but just know a little bit of like who I am here and all of that. It's normal, guys, because yeah, this is life, this is society, this is how we live and where we live. But I'm just saying, I absolutely love myself. To death. I can't really, think of hating on myself because this is how I grew up, guys. If I don't love myself, I'm not waiting for someone else to do that. This is my job in life, is to love myself, protect myself, appreciate myself before doing that, like giving it or receiving it from anyone else. And that's my mom said that to me, that girl, you should love yourself first. even before me as your mother, you should love yourself first. You should definitely do and appreciate yourself because you are you. This is how God created you. You would never compare yourself to any other girls, to any of the beauty standards, anything. You are you. This is how you were created. This is where you live. This is who you are. This is your identity. So don't ever try to change that or hate that because this is your destiny in life. You need to love it and appreciate it and accept it and move on with it and live normally. And I think a lot of people have trouble doing that because, they might be embarrassed of their identity, where they come from, where they live, maybe how they look, a lot of things. And I think that's because, as I always say, it's society, the standards that everybody should be perfect, everybody should be from a rich family, everybody should be living in a great neighborhood. I don't believe in that. Definitely, there's nothing equal in life, guys. It should never be equal in life. Life, if there was equal, we wouldn't have poor people, people who doesn't work. I mean, this is just common sense. We should have the balance. So be proud of who you are and where you come from and who are you? Because the things like these that I said, like identity, where you come from, where you came from, and where you live, who are your parents are. I mean, oh my God, that's another subject. The people who are embarrassed of their family and parents because I don't know, like the job, the statue, I don't know what it is. This is another conversation. Anyways, so these little things are who you are. These things are who are you. These things created you. If you would ask someone, who are you? They will first say, I am, my name, I came from here, I live here, this is my country, this is my parents, this is what I do in life. And these things are related to it. So don't hate on it. Don't try to, ignore it or fake it to, be on the standard that some people created in the society that they think this is what normal people should be. I don't think we could call that as a normal people because everyone was created in a certain way to live a certain way. This is how life is. It is what it is, okay? So guys, if any one of you hearing this that having trouble loving themselves, I'm just saying, I'm not going to tell you to try. It's not that hard. I know it's hard. I know because we're not all of us actually grow up in a healthy environment, in a healthy, family, in a healthy house. But I'm just saying, you should be proud at least should be proud because everything start from, zero. Don't try to love yourself from, and appreciate it because I know it's hard. I know, I understand. But if you want to go to that point and get to it, at least try step by step. Be proud of who you are, where you came from, and all these things. Try to appreciate it. Then look at yourself in the mirror. Be like, okay, this is how I was created. I would never hate on it because if you hate on it, you literally hate on God. God literally created you like that. Don't hate on God. I mean, if you believe in God, I mean, you should not do that. But if you don't believe in Him, that's another conversation which I would not really talk about because personally, I believe in God. Anyways, so that's what I'm trying to say. Self-love is an important thing in your whole life, because self-love is building your personality, how people will treat you. Because self-love, if you had problems or like safe love, people would notice, and you never know what people would do and try to, I don't know, do some crazy shit about it. So if you having problems, at least fake it till you make it. This is how they say, fake it till you make it. Because if you try to fake something, you would live by that. You would believe in that. You would accept that at some point. This is why people don't feel proud of who they are and where they come from. When they fake where they come from and their identity, at a certain point, they have a really big problem actually accepting the real them. So fake it. At least try, man. Don't be like, oh, I hate myself and go to the corner. Just fake it. Be like, okay, I love me. I love this and I love this. I appreciate it. I'm proud of it. Fake it, and then, your brain will just, process that. It's faking it the first day. Okay, it's fake. And they'll be like, maybe it's not fake. I feel comfy. I think I'm doing good. And then after, I don't know, like 3 months, be like, oh, I think this is, it's going somewhere. I think I'm good. Then after that, you might get to the point, but you know what I'm getting, guys. Try either way. Either way, just the word try. Just try at least. Don't just, sit there and, wait for somebody to give you the affection, the care, the attention, the love, and, that's fantasy, guys. It can never be, it can never be real. This is just in books and films. I mean, I do that too, of course. As a reader, of course, we have those little imaginations about, certain person loving you to death and all, but no, this is just an imagination. You need to go back to reality. You need to do it yourself, because this is you. You need to work on yourself. Don't tell me you're waiting for someone to work on you and your personality and your insecurities and your weak spots. No, man, you should work on yourself, because if you don't, who is going to do that? Your parents? No, your parents are not there for you your whole life. They might die at some point. So you need to work on yourself. And then, after you worked on yourself, you would definitely get the results. And when you get the results, that's it, And I'm not, I think some people really underestimate the self-love. They be like, man, it doesn't really matter, just self-love, what it is. What's it going to affect me? Boy, girl, listen. If you don't love yourself in the future, you're going to have multiple problems. You word your self-confidence and self-appreciation. And when you get into certain age to get into, a romantic relationship, I don't know if you're going to succeed in that, because you don't even love yourself. How can the other partner you have can receive the thing that you lack and you don't even have it, never experienced, never had? I mean, just common sense, guys. How can somebody give something, a feeling, a connection he never tried to, felt himself before? Because I think love is something who should be experienced. Definitely, is in the many, many ways. I'm not always saying it all the ways, not all the types of love. At least one type we should, have. But the most in all of us should have is self-love. And then you might receive love from your friends if you, met the right ones. Maybe your family, because as I said, not all of us actually grow up in a healthy family. And maybe, who knows, in the future, your future partner might give you that. But at least have the base. At least start with self-love. Then when those type of loves come in the future, you wouldn't have a problem actually processing with it and, working on it. This is what I say. And the thing I want to add is, guys, if you have self-love, from my personal experience, I love myself, as I said. I appreciate myself. I think I'm gorgeous in all things. And now I'm not always saying in the beauty way. I think everyone is beautiful personally. And I think everyone is gorgeous in their own way. But the difference is what they think about themselves personally. Because I don't believe in the beauty standard things. It's just something someone created someday. Personally, I think you should appreciate how you were born. Who are you? I mean, if you like, just a, a little question. If someone asks you, who are you? Beside your name and your age and what you're doing in life, just a really deep question is, who are you? Try to search for, an answer for that. Beside the name. See? So try. And personally, oh my God, ADHD. What I was trying to say to add as a note, guys, besides self-love, if you had, family members, friends, a partner, the thing I would say is, please show love. Love is, as I said, shown in different types. But the most important type is verbally. You should say it. Because personally, I think that's so important. Because I said, as a human beings, a lot of, we have that, period that we hate, what we're going through. It's just not, the right. We have a bad day, a bad week. We had, a lot of shit going down. And you need, these, not always sentimental or we need someone to say it so we hear it and feel it. Okay, so what I was trying to say is, please say I love you. It's so short. It's, it is what it is. Go to your mother, say, I love you, mom. I appreciate you. Even I know, a lot of stuff going to come in the future, but I just want you to know I love you. Same to your friends. Hey, friend, look, I love you. You're the best. Appreciate you. Same to your partner. And same to yourself. See? Listen, just say, hey, myself, I love you. I love me because I need to love me before I love someone else. And I need to love me before someone else would do. Because I don't think if you don't love yourself, nobody would actually do. Because you never know, you might get in a toxic relationship with your partner, friends, family, and that's will really create a lot of trauma, which you need to actually work on later on. And I don't think we're going to get that. Anyways, that's another conversation. Anyways, yeah, this just a little thing I was thinking about last night, and yeah, that it is what it is, guys. I just hope spread love, positive energy, because as I said before, and I always keep saying, you never know what other people are going through. Just please be nice. If you don't want to be nice, don't say nothing unnecessary. Say hello and thank you and leave. Spread love, spread positive energy. Don't hate on nobody. That's what it is. Life is life, guys. But would you literally just, all the effort to hate on somebody when you can really just keep that effort to yourself? That's too much. Anyways, this is it. I hope you enjoyed this mess again. It's a mess, guys. This is the thing we do is a mess, a random thing and a random time. So yeah, I hope and wish you a lovely, lovely day or night whenever and whoever you are, and see you in the next episode.